What's up, guys? This is Raj with That Good Shit, and I am here with
Quadeca.
Quadeca. We just got out of your album film debut, right? World debut.
World debut ever.
When did you finish working on that film?
Yesterday at 4 a.m.
Okay, and what was the last part that you worked on?
The last part I worked on was some color grading.
Okay.
And filming at the sunken cemetery, the shot of the cross in the water.
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines.
Yes, okay.
Which was such an amazing location.
Okay, yeah. Why? What made you decide, like, I have to go to the Philippines and shoot this?
It felt so perfect with where it's at in the album. It's during this apocalyptic reckoning, and I loved the idea of this religious symbol of death and memorial, and it looks so apocalyptic, it looks so otherworldly, and it's a ship. It's modeled in the shape of, it was like, this was everything that the album is supposed to be at this point, and I wanted to do that to kind of represent this apocalypse scenario, and I'm in the water and coming out and all these different lightings, and it looks like this supernatural baptism and
in the light of the sun.
In the light of the sun, it's so weird.
Colors.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you do all your editing yourself?
Yes.
So you edited, okay, hold on, let me get this right. You directed, starred in, edited, wrote, produced, mixed, and mastered this project.
Yeah, it's so fucking annoying, man. I'm so annoying.
Am I missing anything?
No, look, I did everything. No, but that is true.
Important. Yeah, I definitely feel that, like, you're definitely one of the artists who, like, has full creative control over his own vision.
Yes.
And you're not afraid to learn new things, which is something I really, like, feel like is one of your unique flags as an artist.
Thank you.
I also wanted to ask you about water. So, you're from California.
Yes.
Tell me about your relationship with water. And, like, you grew up around it, or?
It tastes so good.
Okay.
To drink it.
That's
it feels
true.
really
Is it your favorite
good.
drink? Like,
if I don't drink it, I'll be honest, it don't really feel very good.
I think you might die, but don't test that.
But I don't really have, I think, a special relationship with water, but I do have a lot of memories, going in the ocean and, like, boogie boarding or just being in the ocean and the feeling of being swept out to sea. And I had that scare of being swept out to sea. A lot of dreams of tsunamis. I think I'm, like, interested in the ocean because it's so mysterious and it's weird and it's terrifying and it's so beautiful. I feel like it's the natural phenomenon that is the most existential and the most rife with symbolism, and it's kind of represents this beyond that we have right next to us. And I think that a lot of people have that experience. Like, people just stop thinking about the ocean because it's like, okay, that's the most of this fucking world is the ocean, and everybody already knows the ocean. But when you really start to think about what it is, and you know, all the scientific hoopla that it's unexplored, and
it's
even after that,
it's
it's just a really beautiful, and the moon informs the current. It's all this
connected.
weird. It's really poetry in motion, man. So, yeah, the ocean is cool.
It sounds like you do have a special relationship with water.
I'm
not gonna lie.
But I think this album helped me have that.
Like, you were really looking at the ocean.
I was looking at the ocean, and I was making songs that felt very smooth and fluid, and then I was thinking about the ocean and making it and spending time shooting in the ocean with wearing full clothes
ocean
and
gear,
swimming and
or maybe
sailing.
And was it ocean gear that you were wearing?
No, I was just wearing
whatever.
I was naked under that shit, bro.
Okay, so you were
in
just
my
like
full blue jumpsuit in the Oregon winter in the middle of the water,
soaking wet. It was just like wind.
The people I was filming with were like, "Should we check on? Like, is this guy okay?"
And you were just pushing.
I was raw adrenaline. I was like, if I don't go in this shit right now, then it's not the right shot.
Yeah, no, for real.
Then it's lame. What am I gonna wear? A bathing suit?
Yeah, can't
do that.
I actually wanted to ask you about that. Like, your outfits, where, like, you don't make them, right? That's the next one.
Well, I painted that on the blue thing, and I put all the tape on it.
Yeah, the tape is really interesting.
So I kind of did make that because I bought that, like, blue jumpsuit, and it didn't fit me. But I was like, ooh, that's kind of how I want it to feel, the fit. And then I got it tailored, and I painted it the night before we shot the first thing, that back, which is like, to me, it was supposed to represent the horizon with a point in it that's, like, blurry and scribbled. That's what I was trying to do. I don't know if that came across. But then I put the tape and stuff on it because I felt that I liked the way the silver color looked, and it looked a little. I kind of like A$AP Rocky testing. Like I like that he
like
had
the
that
bright,
jumpsuit and it had the weird thing on the back.
reflections,
I thought that was really cool.
No, that was a great
And
era.
it feels slim. It doesn't feel like overdone. I have my other fit where I'm wearing the big coat and all the shit, but I wanted the bare bones moving about the cabin, simple
No,
fit.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like every song has like its own object. Like
Yes. That's good.
Like you
picked up on that.
have like the glow. You're always like gripping on something, even though you said the album is about like reaching for something.
It's grippy.
You're gripping something all the time. Like you're either like holding onto the globe or like the rope. So talk to me about like the way that you like put objects in relation to like the music, because I feel like each song has a video, and each video has an object.
Yes. So, like, for example, at a time like this, it has this piggy bank, this global piggy bank.
That you're throwing shit out.
Yeah, I'm like making wishes.
Yes.
It's like making wishes in a wishing well, but I'm making wishes into the ocean. And it's like the prayers that are unheard and all that. I thought that, when I thought of that, I was like, ooh, that's a, well, I actually saw the globe piggy bank at an antique store, and that was like, ooh, that would be good in this album, and it could be like making all the wishes, and then that would be the object for that shot. The rope that follows throughout was an important way of me tethering a lot of the in-person locations that are not on a boat to the stuff on a boat, because ropes is how you guide your course on a boat. You pull your line, and that decides where your sail goes, and you tie your ropes to hoist yourself up. It's all about tying knots and all about ropes, and I wanted the ropes to tether the in-person shit to the boat and to make it still feel like one surreal connected thing.
No, I literally was thinking, I was like, oh, the objects are like anchoring him into the songs.
Yeah,
like
exactly. That's no, that's good. I think like especially in this era of like AI and shit, I think everything that's wrong is everything that's human, and having things that are fucked up or your voice cracks, it's like all these mistakes that you have to make or else nobody will connect with anything that you do. And I think that visually it's really cool. I like these abandoned things that it's tragic to see a house that someone once lived in and that was everything, and then it's sunken in the water, and it's you can apply a whole story to just that image. And especially in this movie where everything is kind of one scene. The scenes are so important, and there needs to be a central tension in every scene that you can build a world just from that scene. And why is that house there? And you think about, what if that was my house? And
like, look what happened to his rope.
Look what happened. Exactly. Look what happened to his rope.
Fucking rope.
And look at this cross in the middle of the ocean that was only there because graves were sunken.
Yeah.
And all the memories of people being washed away every day by the ocean and eventually won't exist. So much beauty is around us every day, and I find these locations, I really want to do them.
Where is the dilapidated house? Because I know you said, is that in Greece?
That's in Oregon. Courtesy of Brendan Burton, the amazing photographer who photographed so many cool abandoned things. He did the Jane Remover census designated cover.
I got that.
And I think he is just really good at finding a lot of weird, cool, abandoned stuff. And he has some crazy ideas. He's like, we need to get in the water. I was like, hell yeah, dude.
I was watching that being like, is that sanitary?
So I was wearing waders so as to not get wet, but it was not sanitary. The waders after that were very radioactive.
Yes, you were saying they're literally like in your house still.
Man.
I bet. Where are you like excited to go on your tour the most?
Where am I excited to go? I think Europe's always fun. I really want to. I'm excited for Glasgow. I'm excited for Dublin. I love my fucking UK and UK adjacent people. Y'all are lit. I don't know. I'm excited for everything. Fall time. Oh, it's so beautiful. Going around the Pacific Northwest and the East Coast, always so beautiful in the fall. Historically, I've noticed that cold white people really like my music.
Okay. Like cold white cold places?
Yeah, Colorado.
Okay.
Wherever there's cold white people, they tend to like fuck with it. Toronto.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's Colorado and Toronto are Quadeca places.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's where my bear teas are in Toronto.
That's fire.
I watch all those Toronto accounts, Toronto slang.
Yeah, like
that shit's fucking awesome.
Your mom's in the hood. Like somebody go smoke that.
There's so many good. You know
what
a buck tea is? You know what that is?
No.
A buck tea.
No, what is that?
I think it's like a girl that people don't really like, or
like a
like
treat?
it's probably like a derogatory like Toronto girl word.
Bhakti?
There's bare bhaktis here. I think it's all made up. Like I don't.
No,
they
yeah.
sound like Jamaican leprechauns or something. Like, I don't
Yes.
really even know what
I don't
it's
know
going
where
on.
and this is maybe.
And
I
these
maybe I
are
should
this
know.
is not to disrespect the dialect of Toronto, but this is like when like the white kids are doing it.
Yeah.
It's like you guys sound like Jamaican
No,
leprechauns.
it's like
man.
ridiculous. I don't know where like the etymology of the Toronto accent, but it's so specific and like an amalgamation.
It's really
of
cool.
so-
I love it. It's so whimsical. Yeah.
You said that about the album. You feel like
I
the
think my
album
album's
is very
whimsical,
whimsical.
too. It's much like Toronto.
I wanted to ask you about the decision to switch between like static shots and these kind of like textural shots all over the movie.
Yeah.
Of like the ship and just kind of like stable shots with like the shaky handheld, because
Yeah.
this is like a Lost at Sea movie. This is like a boat movie, right? The first thing I think about is like when I'm thinking about a boat movie, which also I want to hear your favorite boat movies if you have any.
Yeah.
But I want to know your directorial opinion on like kind of switching between these like hand cam footages, like camcorder footages, and these like static shots of like just really texture. Like,
Yeah.
Is that purposeful?
Yes, I think the camcorder stuff a lot of times just has more swag in certain instances, especially a still camcorder shot. That's also cool because camcorder handheld, you expect it, but a still camcorder,
Oh, yeah,
it feels
true.
like there's intention.
Right.
And you set up a shot, and it's just the static. It's almost like a security footage. Feels like the most honest footage. So that's why I really love this shot at the end of Ruin My Life, where it's just me sailing, and there's nothing slow-mo. It's just the still camcorder. It's like, that's really the unedited shit. The shot of the still shot at the end of the sun going into
Yeah.
that's unedited.
No, yeah,
that's
that's
just a real
that was
sunset,
insane.
and you zoom in so far in the camcorder that the camcorder perceives it without all of the information, and it infers the information, and that's also beautiful. There's
fire.
poetry in that shit. In the camcorder deciding what it's gonna
What to
focus
show,
on, and
yeah.
when the sun sets, it's like the focus
Freaks
shifts.
out, yeah.
I love the accidents like that tell a story from the perspective.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, giving the Sheen a little panic attack.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
being like, it's like, and you're like, yeah, no, just do your thing, little guy.
Do your thing, yeah.
I think like the static camcorder shots are similar to the other static shots where it's just like a shot of like just texture.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's so many
exactly.
times where you just cut to like just like the sails over like the like grass, which I saw that and I was like, oh, he's in Half Moon Bay. Now
was,
it's in
Oregon.
Oregon, yeah, which
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. It's also cool. Where in Oregon were you? Off the like, P&W?
In Astoria.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Very beautiful.
Well,
Crazy
okay.
black sand beaches and shit like that.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
well, I knew you flew out to a random place last minute, but I thought it was Iceland when I saw the black beaches.
Yeah, yeah.
Because wherever Addison Rae did her, also black
Shout
beaches.
out.
Dude, shout out.
We did it. It's just great interview. You said so many great things. It was awesome.
Oh, you said
Hell
some
yeah.
fire shit too.
Like and subscribe.
Do
Watch
your-
all their YouTube shorts. Fucking follow them on LinkedIn or whatever.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that shit.
That good shit. Quadeca.
Yeah.